Hey one, AFM Bio whatever the heck you want to call me. I'm back. Uh, Today we started the World Championships of Chess, the FIDE World Chess Championship for the title of World Champion. Obviously, we have the defending title, Grandmaster Ding Liren, and the challenger, Gukesh Damaraju. How this works is you will first have to get into the candidates tournament. So that's a whole other thing. Have fun finding what the heck the candidates is. But the candidates was played in Toronto, Canada, in downtown. Okay. Anyway, let's go. We got Gukesh with the white, Ding with the black. Their both ratings are 2728 and 2780. Wow, this man's almost 2800. Okay, let's go. Before we do any of this, Gukesh is a 18-year-old versus a 30-year-old. I think 32 Ding and Gukesh is 18. This man's, if he wins, he's going to be the youngest world champion. Okay, E4, E6, C4, D4, D5, French defense, knight to C3, knight F6, E4, E5, creating center and attacking the knight. Knight F D7. Notice how I said knight F D7 because the knight on B8, the knight on B8 could also go to D7. Anyway, here we go. We got C4. We got F4. C5. Knight C E2, knight to C6, C3. Watch the A pawn. A5, knight to C3, A4, bishop to E3. So the A pawn went on a whole road trip, so that's good. The A pawn went on a road trip. That's lovely. Okay, anyway, we got bishop to E7. We got G4. Ding wants to castle here, so that's fair enough. Gukesh wants to make some counterplays, so he played C4. Ignore all this. Again, ignore the eval bar if you want to. Fine. You can also take a look at this, but again, I don't care. You're probably never going to see this. Anyway, let's continue. So we got G4. We got queen to A6, creating a battery, also looking at the C3 pawn. Okay. Bishop G2, looking to castle. We got A3. The A pawn went for a march. We got B3. You do not want to trade here. If you trade here, you're going to have a really, really bad weakness. We got C takes D. Danger levels with B4. Queen drops back to C7, and now we have knight E takes D4. Then we got knight to B6. Castles. Knight to C4. You normally don't want to do, the same. You don't want to move the same piece twice, but again, their grandmasters were all bozos. Here we go. We got bishop drops to F3. If you did not notice, the knight on C4 was attacking the bishop on E3. Okay, anyway. We got the light squared bishop development with the bishop to E7. Bishop to D7, queen to E2, knight takes D4. Knight takes D4. Then we got knight to B2. Notice how this knight cannot be taken, because if you take it, the pawn takes, and you have problems. Not just that, you'll lose a queen for absolutely no reason. We got queen to E3, creating a battery with the bishop. We got rook to c8, and we got rook ac1. I said rook ac1 because the f rook could also go to c1. Anyway, we activate the rook by playing rook ac1. Okay, we got queen to c4. Now, this is an accuracy according to the engine, but again, I really don't care. This is a great move in terms of playing as a human. We got f4. We got f5. For those of you who don't know what the hell my qualifications are and why the hell I'm doing this, is because I have a Arena FIDE Master title on FIDE Online Arena with a rating of 1642 FIDE, closer to Arena International, which would be 1700 FIDE. Anyway, here we go. We got queen to d4, looking to trade off the queens. Kukesh does not. Again, this is inaccuracy. You'll see why. There is absolutely reason why this is inaccuracy, but here we go. We got queen to e1, and this is exactly why, because you get tempo on the rook with bishop to g5. See, now the rook needs to go up, and it luckily for you is defended by the knight, which is rook to c2. We bring that rook down with rook to c4, looking to sacrifice for the knight, because if takes, you take the rook with the queen, and you just be happy here. And no one's going to stop your a pawn from there then on. Anyway, we got h4 attacking the bishop. Bishop goes to f4. Now nobody can touch that bishop. Yes, we defend the rook with queen to b2. It's kind of a sad move for the queen, but there's not much we can do there. We got rook takes c3, building the pressure, and now this is, your knight's now hanging. Well, it's not, but this is just building pressure. Your e-pawn is now just going to fall. But we got rook takes c3, queen takes c3, and we got f takes e6, attacking the bishop, which is a great call. And then we got f takes e6 with the pawn, not bishop. We got knight, here's a fork, knight to e2, attacking the queen and the bishop here. As you can see, I will draw circles for you. We'll use red, so let's use red. So this is under danger and this is under danger. Okay, here we go. So we have, obviously, queen takes e5, and I told you the e-pawn was going to fall. Okay, then we have knight takes f4, queen takes f4, very normal looking moves. I did not mean to turn on the engine. Okay, here we go. And we got queen to c2. Not bad of a move, actually, but the engine, as we took a look previously, wants bishop to c5, cutting off the king from castling. But okay, here we go. We get an offered queen trade with queen to c4. If queen takes c4, then you will cry here. But okay, now we got queen to d2, castle. See, this is where that bishop would come in very useful. It's stopping him from castling. But now you have pressure getting built up. Anyway, we got bishop to d4, looking at the knight, looking to just take the knight and take the pawn in the future. Obviously, Ding does not let that happen and plays knight to d3. And now, you know, this is just very, very, very bad for white. We got queen to e3. Rook takes f1. Bishop takes f1. Now the knight is pinned to the queen, as you can see here. I will again draw you guys a red arrow. So this is pinned to this. Okay, cool. So if this knight ever were to move, let's say here, then your queen will fall. Okay. So we got e5. We can have bishop takes e5. If bishop takes e5, knight takes e5, queen takes e5, and we have a good trade here. But okay. Actually, no, if bishop takes e5, that's just a free pawn. Yeah, bishop takes e5, knight can't take, because if the knight took, then that would have been just a free queen. Okay. Queen takes g4, bishop to g2. We got bishop to f5. Okay, I'm not... Okay, that's fine. We got bishop to g3. You really did not have to do this, but okay. We got bishop to e4. King to h2. h6. Bishop to h3. Queen drops to d1. Bishop to d6, and honestly, at this point, Gukesh is trying to survive. And, we'll just go for a bit. Queen to c2 check. King to g3. Queen takes the pawn all the way on a2. So now no one can stop your a-pawn. This is actually kind of beautiful. We got bishop to e3 check. Bishop to e6 check. Again, this isn't the best because now, black is going to find a way and their king is safe. Once their king is safe, you just can't win. Okay. Anyway, we got king to h8. So, see, I told you the king is safe now. And Gukesh here resigns because no matter what you do, this pawn's going to queen, and yeah, you have problems. Anyway, this is the first recap. We got so many more games. Hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, thank you for tuning in for the first FIDE World Chess Championships recap. We'll keep doing this until we get a world champion. Honestly, this is kind of sad because I wanted Gukesh to win. I think everybody wanted Gukesh to win. At least a large portion. One in 3 people wanted Gukesh to win, and even Magnus and Levy said it too, saying, "Hey, Gukesh has a much better chance of winning this world championship than Ding." But now we got the king coming back and saying, "Hey, look, man, I still want my title." Anyway, guys, now we know that this Kansas is going to be an absolute exciting game instead of just a one-way knockout. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.